the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance, success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi Virgo, and welcome to your reading for the month of May. Let's go ahead and get started. I have already meditated on your energy and pre-shuffled this deck. This is The Art of Tarot by Liz Dean. Let's go ahead and take a look. Looks like your cards are ready. And yeah, what we're going to do is kind of start off the month of May and go towards the end, and then we're going to, complement this reading with a set of affirmations. All right, a little bit different than what we did last month. First card out, the Moon card. Virgo, it's very possible, this card does represent the zodiac sign of Pisces, that perhaps a certain Pisces has been on your mind. If it's not a Pisces, could be another water sign such as Scorpio or Cancer. All right, but the Moon card is bringing in a little bit also of the darkness from within. All right, the Moon card represents our shadows, our shadow side, the fears we may hold, things that are harder to address, but we know one day we kind of have to. If we don't, we're not really living life, because life is about discovering ourselves, right? It's about discovering our fullest potential. But if we don't dig into our, deeper past, if we don't ask the right questions, we're never going to grow, and we're never going to become what we can. And so this might be that month of some serious reflection and a lot of questions being asked about yourself. But of course, you might be dealing with a water sign as well, who's perhaps taking up a lot of your energy. Not taking up, I mean, you're giving it. It's not like it's being taken. It's more of, it's happening. They are taking, they have your attention. Four of Pentacles. So if you're dealing with a water sign, Virgo, I think you're able to perhaps give your relationship with them, whatever it might be, a bit more structure than where things are at right now. Especially if you felt like things were displaced or scattered. The Four of Pentacles is indicating that you're kind of able to work that out. And again, if it's not a water sign you're dealing with, this is about your personal growth, and it's a period of self-reflection. And so what the Four of Pentacles is forecasting is that things are coming more together now. There's greater structure, things are just kind of rounding out in a way so as to be able to, provide you with security, provide you with a feeling, a bit more grounding, a bit more confidence for where you are. And if you were dealing with any sort of health concerns and stuff like that, Virgo, then again, that's a positive card. It's the rounding out of things. And so you're able to kind of move past that shadow period. The shadow period of what? It's self-reflection. You may have felt like you have, pushed people away or just zoned out, giving yourself that space, energy that you may require. But yeah, the other thing I want to say is if there is a water sign in your life, it's very possible that they're able to add and provide you with the structure or whatever it is that you might need, a bit more of a firm foundation, something more solid, something more concrete. Then they're the person for you here, Virgo. Eight of Swords. Okay. Did I speak too soon? Eight of Swords following a Four of Pentacles when I just finished saying that things are going to get better. They're going to get better. They're rounding out, but I feel like you haven't reached the end yet. Okay, Eight of Swords means that you're still in this journey. So if there's been some sort of a struggle for you in the month of April, then May is a month where, there is significant progress. Things are a lot better than they were before. But Eight of Swords is indicating, okay, is indicating that there's, So I don't always read out all the cards. If they fell out reverse like that, like face down, I should say, then not all the time are they accurate. The ones that need to show themselves to us, they do. So that's why I do that sometimes. If those of you for, if you're wondering why, right? Oh, I wanted to see them. Well, sorry. They're not relevant, I don't think. Feel. I go with feeling. It's not really about what I'm thinking. It's what I'm feeling and how I'm interpreting. Okay, let's continue. Virgo, Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands. There's a strong possibility if there's a female figure in your life, particularly a water sign, very possible that they are able to provide you with any sort of persistence, resilience that you may be seeking. If you can't be there for yourself right now, if it's just too hard to, for example, reach for those positive thoughts or understand things in a certain way, then it's not a bad idea to reach out to someone who might be able to give you some clarification. Queen of Swords appears as though someone, if you let them voice themselves, it will give you clarity. Okay, that's how this is appearing. It's appearing as someone else's energy in your reading, because I feel like your energy is coming across as a bit more silent, a bit more like you're with yourself right now. Very distant perhaps and away from things. But if someone's trying to say something, it wouldn't hurt you to listen, is what I'm saying, because they can add what you are missing, and what you're missing might be this piece to the puzzle, which is the Nine of Wands, which is everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be all right. You know what, Virgo? Maybe that's me because I am a Pisces. Could be me, could be a tarot reader, who knows? No, this is not what I do for a living. I'm actually assisting with COVID related research right now. Yeah, but anyways, let's get back to your reading here and continue with some of the other messages. I would also encourage you, Virgo, to listen to your inner voice, because you will find some significant messages here, okay? I love it when the cards just talk like this and they connect, because the Devil, it is the card which it refers to that inner voice. You see two sides of the same coin here. You see something positive, you see something negative, and both are, they're like whispers that are coming from within. This is struggling with the mind. This is struggling with the positive and the negative, and they are equally present within you, it appears. When the Devil shows up like this, a lot of it is, now that we have other cards here, it's just saying that you can overcome the struggle as soon as you recognize that it is an inner struggle. It's not necessarily to do with the circumstances. And I say that because, you don't have control over the circumstances all the time, or at least in that moment you don't. And I say it like that because I do believe in the law of attraction and vibration. And I do believe that we can create our reality. But it takes a lot of effort to break down our initial belief system. We were taught one thing, and all of a sudden someone comes to you and says, oh hey, you actually have control over life. It's like, what? It's like reconstructing, or more like it's like deconstructing your belief system in order to attain your goal. It's about understanding what manifestation means. Manifestation was something referred to in the Bible. It's like when you look to those things and then you understand them from a place of wanting to understand, wanting to persevere no matter what, you will. When things are equally taking you in both directions, in opposing directions, like the Devil is showing and the Eight of Swords is showing, you're going to want to find the voice within you that is very, I know more than likely, being a Virgo, you are seeking for the voice of reason, right? It's about being practical. It's about being logical and all those things. But when you talk to a Pisces, that's not a Pisces, right? They're not logical. They're not trying to reason things out. A water sign is about emotions. It's about feeling. It's about letting yourself be. And so when you do those things, then you know what it is you do want. And when you focus on what you do want, the negatives will disappear. If you just keep believing if you keep believing and keep telling yourself of the good things, you will then increase your vibration, your frequency to that of love. Love is the greatest of all. And when that happens, that can help you overcome something like this, right? The devil is a distraction. The devil is trying to take away from what you can have. It's about self-doubts, it's fears, it's what ifs. What if something goes wrong? What if this? What if that? And it's just creating a lot of noise. And that noise is very unnecessary, Virgo. It's unnecessary because you actually have a lot more potential than you may think. And it's not really, and again, it's more than you think. I say that because literally it's in your thoughts right now. It's not about what is possible, because what is possible is everything's possible. If you feel like one day, I don't know, if you want to grow up and be an astronaut, you can. You just have to work at it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just an example. It's going to vary by everyone. But yeah, like, nothing should get in your way. And the best way to find that, I don't know, I was like merging two words. To find that voice of reason would be to find the voice of faith. I think it's about faith. So what I would encourage you to do, think of life as a motion picture. Okay? Feed yourself positive thoughts. Feed your mind positive thoughts. If possible, visualize. What do you want to visualize? Visualize yourself, the motion picture of your life that you wish to live. Okay? Let's get some final messages going here, and then we'll go from there. Three of Swords. Virgo, if you don't do that, if you let yourself get immersed in like negative thoughts and stuff, your heart can break. Okay? It will push you away from something that's very possible. And looks like for some of you, you might be pushing away like a relationship of some sort. Like a true commitment, marriage kind of relationship, Virgo. And if that's you, if that resonates, then it's something very real that you might lose forever as a result of not believing, not conversing, because I also see like there's a lack of communication. This could be related to your family even, but when Two of Cups and Ten of Cups comes up, it's very direct. It's like this has to do with it could be someone in your life that you have yet to commit to. It could be someone you're already committed to. But if you don't talk to them, if you don't listen to them, if you don't open up to them, there's going to be no movement forward. If there's no movement forward, the Ten of Cups is never going to happen. Instead, the Three of Swords will stay and remain forever. And things might get better, but they'll never be as good as what they can be with this person, right? So if that's your situation, it's very clear as to what needs to happen. Wouldn't you say? If you want this, you can have it. Focus on that motion picture. And once you do, believe that things will work out. Believe that the other will understand what it is you're trying to tell them. If you're too afraid, for example, to talk about your darkest fears or what is actually causing any pain or trauma from the past, whatever it might be, because when the Moon card comes up, the Devil comes up, and there's, the message here is clear. Something might be holding you back. Something might be from, as a result of, it could be like a childhood related thing. And if it's stopping you from having this wonderful, it could be, again, it's not going to be a brand new relationship for everyone. This might be related to just your family. It might be related to a current friendship, but it's definitely a relationship that's kind of at stake as a result of what's going on in your mind. And things are going to go more downhill if you don't stop and open up and reach for the person who's going to be there for you and listen. Okay? And this is the time to accept that as, reality, that yes, there comes a time where we need someone, but if you find the right person who you can trust, who is willing to listen to you, this is what can happen as a result of it. It's in your cards, it's in your reading. Of course it can happen. You're attracting it. I do believe, for those of you who are like completely new to the channel, I do believe that things guide us to something. So if you happen to be guided to this reading and you've listened up until now, there's a reason for that. And you'll know that reason as soon as you allow it to come to you. Right? We have to be in a place of where we're understanding. When we're just argumentative and not listening, there's no forward movement. There's just like pushbacks, and I'm just going to be stuck here in this mental prison of my own that I built for myself, right? That's what ends up happening. It's caging yourself, and that's not going to be beneficial, is what I'm trying to say. It's only going to cause more of this heartache, heartbreak. Not good. But there is a possibility that you can overcome that, turn it into, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. This is some real stuff right there. For those of you who are looking for a relationship, this has to do with that person, and you just can't tell them everything and you want to. You can be in a much better place than where you are right now if you open up. Okay? It does feel like your energy, of course it can be the other way around, but I do feel like if this is yours, this is all you right here. Okay? Wow, I hope this has helped. It's a different reading, very emotional. Like I feel the energy kind of became a little bit, I feel the heaviness. But it's all on you. It's under your control. It's how you handle your mind, how you handle your thoughts, how you deal with these emotions, who you share it with. Decisions. All right, under the deck, Virgo. 3 of Wands. Okay, so this is positive, all right? Although you might be going through a hard time, that hard time is allowing for a time of self-reflection and expansion as a result. You are learning more about yourself. There is growth. There is understanding. A lot of it comes from meditation and giving yourself that space that you may need, so then you can go enjoy yourself in the sun. The sun is a card of positivity, okay? Lots of optimism, enthusiasm, and support. Support from where? Support from the universe, support from people in your life who do want to be there for you. If you let them, it's going to be on you. Okay? Otherwise, there's grief and sadness, but there is a way around it. We've talked about it. Then it's going to be up to you to then communicate that with the right person. It's going to be on you to figure out who that right person is. All right, we're going to have to stop there. This is a general reading, but if you have more questions or need more answers, check out my website, IamPureGuidance.com. I'm more than happy to assist you with that. Okay, let's go ahead and check out your affirmations for the month of May, Virgo. That was ready for you. Dignity. Whoa. I feel like a card like this, for it to come up with this reading, maybe you feel like your dignity is at stake if you reveal yourself too much. Is that it? I mean, if you're connecting with the right person, this 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, that can happen here for you. If it's specifically, whichever relationship this might be, friendship, love related, like a romantic relationship or family, whatever this is, it can be deeper, and you're not putting yourself down by sharing yourself and opening up. They will understand. I feel like there is energy that's very supportive of you here in the reading. And so don't look at it that it's going to bring you down in any way in their eyes. They want to be there for you, but you have to allow for them to be there. Okay? Take pride in yourself and all that you've become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. The more you focus on these things, the higher your confidence level is going to go up. When that happens, perhaps it'll make that conversation a bit easier, something that you may have been, blocking out, for example, whatever it might be. dignity. So affirmations that go with this card. Today, I acknowledge the luminous being that is my true self. I am a waking giant. I hear the call, rise up and take right action. I celebrate the eternal light that shines within me. I know the satisfaction of making right choices in life, and I live the rewards. So that felt like a possibility out there in the future. It may not feel like you have that in the moment, but if you keep replaying those affirmations in your head all day long, by the end of the day, this is where you might just be, right? Actually feeling, actually believing in those words, even if in the moment you might not, you will later in the day for sure. And with that, this reading comes to an end. Virgo, don't forget to replay that motion picture in your head, okay? It's not just an image, it's a motion picture. That means you add some kinetic energy into it, however you want to phrase it. See it in action. It's like replaying your positive dreams. Well, dreams are positive most of the time, right? Otherwise, it's a nightmare. So dreams, something that you do wish to have, turning those dreams into a goal, turn them into a motion picture in your head, and then go from there. If you need help with that, I offer manifestation exercises as well for purchase from my website. If you need more details, you can ask me. Yeah. Okay, you can email me about that. pureguidancetarot@gmail.com. My website is impureguidance.com. And I'm more than happy to assist you with anything you might need help with. So, thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Until next time, take care. Passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure,